Hey y'all. What's up, y'all? How are y'all doing this afternoon? I thought I would come on and make a video about personality. Your personality cannot be blah. And this simply means you need to have some type of personality, obviously. You need to have some type of interesting thing about you. You can't just be blah. You can't just be blank. You just can't be, forgettable. I'll just say that forgettable. You need to stand out personality wise. If you want to stand out from a group of people, a group of women, anyone who is dating the person that you might want, because they're going to compare you to all other women that they may have an opportunity with. So if they like you the best, a combination of what you look like and your personality, they're probably most likely going to spend more time with you. Okay. So if your personality is blah, work on it. Work on it. Talk to people that you don't know. Talk to strangers. Go out and test your personality on normal people that you're not trying to, get the interest of. So I don't care if it's on the phone, in person, or whatever, but you cannot just be blah. You can't just be someone that's forgettable, because in the long run, if you do end up with this person, you have to spend a lot of years with this person. And if your personality is boring, they're going to be like literally just done with you. Okay. Literally just done. Exactly. So you can't just be beautiful. You got to also have some type of interesting thing going on in your head, or just fun to be around. So choose the type of personality that you are normally and expand on it. If you are normally quiet, and laid back and things like that, that's not really going to seal the deal. So you're going to have to develop some type of personality that it still can be laid back, but it can't just be absent. Okay. You can't be absent. If you're absent, someone else will fill in the void for you. Someone else. Exactly. So work on yourself, work on talking to everyone that you can until you find your own self interesting. I'll say that, until you find your own self interesting. Have a lot of, you know, people that you can test and see how they respond to you. If people are hurrying up trying to get rid of, you off the phone, or making excuses, or if their attention is not on you when you're in their presence, that's a sign that your personality is boring. If people are easily distracted around you and oftentimes are paying more attention to other things in the room, or maybe on their phone, chances are your personality is boring. So you can't ignore those signs, work on that. If people don't remember what you said a lot, they weren't listening to you. If people don't remember your name often, like even though you've introduced yourself several times, you are a forgettable person. So the best thing to do is have a distinct personality that people will remember. Remember, okay? A distinct personality does not mean a distinct style, because a lot of people get style confused with personality. A lot of people don't have personality, and so they try to use clothing and accessories to create a false personality. If you are doing this, most likely you need to take what's outside and bring it inside so that it can, come out through your personality. So do do an analysis of yourself and make sure that you understand you can't wear your personality. You can't wear it. It has to be natural. You should be able to put on any type of clothing and still have your same personality that you had before. Okay. Okay, he likes me more and spends more time with me in love. How do I get him to leave his on and off baby mama? Girl, 20 years on and off baby mama. They're not married, so I mean, probably not going to happen. That's a 20-year habit, darling. But thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. It's just something you got to deal with because that's how some men do. You know, you can't get a man to do anything that they don't want to do naturally. The baby mama going to have to leave him alone, basically. Okay, so until she decides to do that, it's probably not going to get done. All right. So I'm just putting on lotion. But thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Yeah, y'all have to understand, if someone has a habit for 20 years and they haven't decided to break their own habit, they're most likely not going to break it. You know, the other person will most likely have to break it that is involved in the situation. Okay. Sorry. Also, if your personality clashes with a lot of people naturally, if you are just a natural turnoff to many people, a lot of people don't respond to you well. Take note to that. Ask yourself, what is it I'm doing that is a turnoff? What offends people? Am I too negative? Am I too silly? Am I too vulgar? You know, kind of take account and responsibility for the things that drive people away from you personality wise. And, you know, it's hard to look at yourself like this. It's hard to pick yourself apart, but it's necessary. Okay. It's very, very necessary to see what's wrong with your personality and da 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 da. Okay. So take those things and kind of tweak them in order to get, you know, a more pleasing, positive and attractive personality. And you can pretty much still say the same things. It's just how you say it, the words you choose to say certain things, and how you react to certain things. It's not cutting off what you're trying to say. It's just changing the way you may say things. So just work on that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, personality doesn't mean talking a lot. Not at all. It's how you talk, period. It's how you are, verbalizing things and reacting to things as well. So you can have the same personality and not have to talk a lot in order to let your personality shine, Personality also gets confused with talking a lot, but that's not what it is. So, for example, if you're not talking a lot on a date and they want to see your personality, it's how you respond, the words that you use, the tone that you use, the way that you use, the situation and how you react to whatever. Okay. So the way your facial expressions look as well. So, for example, if someone takes you to a really nice place that's really impressive to you, if this is your reaction, kind of dull, right? Like this person trying to impress you. But if this is your reaction, they know that they've impressed you, and it shows your ability to show appreciation. It shows how excited you are, da 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 da. So you can show your personality through your expressions as well. So don't forget that. Work on your facial expressions as well. How can you build trust back with family? I don't trust people, period, at all. So once you break trust, no one trusts you anymore. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like they always got a side eye for you. Okay, so you can't really fix it. You can just kind of build it 1/4 of the way back up. Nobody will trust you ever again once you betray trust. So try to build it up as much as you can. All you can do is be honest for the rest of, your existence with those family members. I don't know why people ask random questions, baby. It's just, I don't know. But it is what it is. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Why do so yeah, your personality also reflects how you will handle things as well. Like, do you have a sense of humor? Do you find things funny that someone else would take personally and block you for? This is the difference between some people. Some people will block someone because they said something that offended them and the person may not have even really understood what they said. Some people will laugh and make a joke about it and, flip it back around. And this is how a lot of people judge your personality, about how you can handle certain things and how you will handle certain things. Because if you're, always upset, a stick in the mud, they do not want that around long term. So they're going to be paying attention to your personality. If you're always, upset about something, or don't take a lot of things serious or take things too seriously, people are going to understand and notice those things about your personality, and they're taking notes in their mind. So the best thing to do is make sure you're not going too far one way and too far another way, but you're kind of mellow and somewhere in between, because people do not want to be around people that are going to have issues in the future, depending on, how someone, um, interprets something or say something. hmm So, I was talking about those women who always tell people to lose their number and block them, or da da da. These are emotional statements. You shouldn't really care. Um, and it's funny how most women say to lose their number or block people who weren't even calling them in the first place and had ghosted them. They won't go call you anyway, girl. So we have to get out of that as well. Controlling your emotions also shows in your personality, that you're a balanced person mentally and emotionally. So you want that to show by not overreacting emotionally to anything either, because men are taking note. They're paying close attention on how you react to things, because men are not perfect, and they know they're going to mess up sooner or later, and they want to see what you're going to do about it and how you're going to react to it. And they can definitely judge a situation by how you react. So get that personality in order, get that emotional balance in order. Make sure you have some type of humor or a sense of humor. You don't have to be the funny one. You just have to have a sense of humor and appreciate someone else's humor, because a lot of men try to impress women with humor. And you can't take everything so seriously. You can't be that woman who's the grouchy old adult, you know, um, person that spoils every occasion, or what we call the party pooper. So you don't want to be that in the situation. Whenever people are having a discussion, if you are in a group discussion, don't be the negative Nancy. Don't be the person that brings in the what if negative situation. Don't be her, even if you want to be. Think it to yourself, but don't be that. um, right. So yes, and people also judge your personality. Yes, someone asking about is being flirty, too flirty bad. Yes, if you're too flirty, that means they can't trust you alone. Like if they do decide to make you a long-term or wife and you're flirty with everybody, they're probably less likely to take you seriously because you're flirty with everybody. Okay. And some people take flirting more seriously than others. So probably not a good thing. Okay. Um, Even if you're too flirty with him, he's going to know that when he's not around, you're the same way with other people. So check that at the door. Um, Mm-hmm. You said I'm saying don't be stank face, pink secret. Yes, be very conscious and aware of your personality as you are on a date or, talking on the phone or whatnot, or even in your text messages. Emojis can help your text messages as well. If you say something very blunt, if you surround it with funny emojis, it's lighter, you know. If you are just using words only, it's hard to see your emotions behind it. So try to use more emojis if you are doing something like texting with a sense of humor or in a positive light, because a lot of times people will read things in a different tone than you meant them. So make sure you're using those emojis. Or better yet, send your own voice. They have that on the phone now where you can just record your own voice instead of sending a text message. Thank you, Ramia, Sprinkle Sprinkle. This is just to say thank you. Your advice is life changing, and we really appreciate you. Oh, thank you, girl. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Uh huh. Mm-hmm. Now you can be a little bit spicy, but not too much. Don't overdo it because they can tell that you're overdoing it. So maybe every once in a while, throw some sarcasm in there, some spice in there, but not the entire time because it gets annoying. It's kind of like whenever you see a comedian and they're doing an interview on TV or one of those late night shows. After a while, if they keep cracking jokes, it gets annoying, like they're trying too hard. And that's what a lot of men will see if women start acting too sarcastic or too spicy or whatnot. It'll start getting annoying after like the first couple times. Hold on one second. Hello? Hello?
Hi, it's Andrea calling with Westside May.
Hi.
The ladies will be over tomorrow between 9 and
10. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay. So, right, there, thank you. Y'all like my phone case. It says it's fall, y'all. Okay, so now you're gonna have to, this is why I say go out alone, freestyle alone, because if your friends don't have the same discipline as you or the same level up, mentality as you, it's going to spoil a lot of things. You don't want to be around people that are going to spoil your whole, level up mentality. Okay, so go out alone. That way you don't have to worry about that. And it's not an alias personality, it's just a tweaked, fine-tuned version of your own natural personality. Okay, just think of it as the professional version of your own personality. Okay. I've cracked jokes certain times that I should not have, not on dates, but just in a professional environment. And I know for sure sometimes it takes people off guard. So try to hold back on telling jokes. That's more of a masculine thing. I was young, and the reason I did it is just to see the reaction. But you save that for later when the person knows you a little bit better, you know. So if you have a sense of humor, because I know a lot of women ask me, is it masculine to be funny and crack jokes? Save that for later when you are, in there, when you know you're good, and don't overdo that. Just do every once in a while. So, it's okay. But not in the beginning and not all the time, because it does get annoying. Okay. What do you say when men ask you, what is your type? What type? I don't have a type. That's what I say. I don't really have a type. It's just whoever I'm attracted to at the moment. It mostly depends on how they treat me and their personality. Okay. I don't have a type. Shoot. Whatever likes me the most. That's my type. Whoever likes me the most, that's my type. So, but I don't say that. And I know I have to tell people, don't say these words. This is what I'm saying, not what to say. Just tell people you don't really have a type. You go more on personality and how someone treats you. That's what I say. I don't have a type. Why would I have a type? Okay. Men have a type. Men will have a type because that's what they are. They are, visual creatures. So they have the type. We, whoever treats us the best, that's our type. If we smart and have a leveled up mentality. If we're not leveled up mentally, it's whoever looks the best and wants us the least, basically. He's so cute. How do I get him? Girl, you can't, because if he wanted you, he would have already tried. A lot of women develop crushes on men that they will never have long term. They might get a little hit it and quit it, but then that's it. Or they might get a friends with benefits situation, but that's it. That's why I don't really suggest going after men who really aren't interested in you. Thank you, y'all. This is my doll by Level Up Cosmetics. It's just type in gloss on the search when you get on levelupcosmetics.us, and all my lip glosses or lipsticks will come up. So thank you. Levelupcosmetics.us. The link's below in the description bar. Thank you. So many guys are afraid to approach women even if they're attracted. That's true because they're so afraid of rejection, and they also don't want to approach a group of women. So it's best to go out alone. Seems like men have all the fun in this game. Yeah, but we get to spend all the money in this game. You see the difference? And that's how we get our fun, by getting that money. They get the fun, we get the money, you see? And to me, that's more fun. How to stop being a chaotic woman. Control yourself. Self-control, self-discipline. Stop being over emotional and calm down. That's how. To be a woman must be great. With great power comes great responsibility. True. Men don't seem to take much serious. And that's exactly why women are so crazy over men, because men don't take things as serious as a woman does. And a woman takes everything super serious. Men don't. Especially not in a relationship. They don't take that stuff super serious. So learn to also do the same. Don't take everything so seriously. Don't try to look. Women take stuff so seriously, except for when men try to really tell them that they're not interested. Then they don't take that seriously. Women usually only hear what they want to hear. Practice listening very closely and really understanding your place with that person. That's number one, because if you can understand your position and your place with a person, you can easily get what you want out of them. If you don't understand your place with a person, you are going to be lost. Okay? You're going to be lost and not know how to do anything with that type of person. So know where you stand. Know if he likes you more. If you like him more, stay away. Give him a little bit of a clue that you are or could be interested, but stay away from him. The little bit of the clue and the little bit of interest will spark his interest. But if you're all up in his face cheesing all the time, it's a turnoff. Okay. No one wants someone that has to chase a man. Don't nobody want no woman chasing no man. So just give him a little clue and a little hint and be on your way. You don't need him, basically. The intrigue and the mystery and why you aren't chasing him is going to bother him and make him come find you. Okay? A lot of women don't realize this, but when you do too much, it backfires. It may take a while. That's why you need to have other options and be doing other things. It may take a while. But eventually they will come around, especially if you do not bend. They will come around. Thank you, Chloe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It may take a long time, but they gonna come. They gonna call you. They're gonna try to make conversation with you, and you still treat them the same. And one day they'll decide if they want you or not, and they will let you know, or ask you out, or do something. I feel that this has happened to me before, and it was very flattering, but sometimes the guy will say something to you, and if you don't respond in a way that lets them know that they can be with you, or that you feel the exact same way, they'll kind of fall off. They'll kind of go away. But they at least tried, and and they know that it could have been. But the point is, you don't want to chase ever. Don't let chasing be part of your personality. Don't let pick me should be part of your personality. Some people's personality ends up being pick me should, which is pick me. I'm the best. I'm going to impress you. I can do this. I'm clown like, saying whatever the person wants to hear, even if it's not in your best interest. So be very careful of not turning into that type of personality. It's not good. Okay. What if other women try to outshine you? Let them make a fool of themselves, darling. You can't outshine someone by acting a fool. Okay. Let them overdo it. Let them overdo it, girl. In fact, you might even compliment, oh, wow, she's very talented. She's performing tonight. Your sarcasm is a compliment in a way. Wow, she's really into that, isn't she? Wow, she's doing that as if her life depends on it. I love it. She's so into that. Nice, nasty baby. Oh my God, I wish I was that flexible. Okay. She over there twerking and working. Oh my goodness, I wish I was that flexible. Wow, she's she's a great dancer. Okay, so you're not being negative, but you are pointing out that she's really doing too much, basically. How to keep a calm, mature, and stay elegant when you are around people who make you yell and stress yourself out. Get away from those people, darling. Get away. Get away. Or work on your self-control and don't be triggered. Okay, ignore them. If you can't ignore them, then don't be around them. Just bite your tongue, darling. Yeah. Pay attention to something else. I had to learn that a long time ago, and believe me, it's the best thing you can ever do for yourself is not react or just get away. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You get a lot of women that try to wear skimpy clothes or show off. Yeah. Well, then compliment them. Oh my gosh, that outfit is so something, whatever. Say it nice though. Like, oh my God, her outfit. She's very confident to wear that outfit in public. I could never wear something like that. That means I wouldn't be caught dead in that trash, basically, in a nice way. That's all you got to do. I get cold easily. To say that I could never wear that. I get cold too easily, but she pulls it off very well. I mean, but me, I could never wear anything like that. That means I wouldn't be caught dead in that trash. I'm too classy for that. So you can be nice, nasty, and if women are dressed skimpy around you and you're, dressed a little bit more on the classy side, and men, if you're out on a date and you see men just looking at them strange, they're not your competition. They're just something to be seen. That's why they dress like that, to be seen. Okay. Same reason people wear neon colors, to be seen. You might be driving down the street and you might see someone in some neon clothes, but that doesn't mean you're going to go and buy that outfit. It doesn't mean you're going to find them more attractive than someone in a, black shirt or pink shirt. It just means they would like to be seen. That is all it means. Okay. So I would never take anybody dressed a certain way as my competition, period. Okay. And y'all shouldn't either. Your personality should not be the jealous type, because they look for that too. They look to see how crazy you are or jealous you are. So don't react to jealousy either. Thank you, Chloe. How about if you're a person of color? Nothing wrong with personality. How to distinguish, especially with overt racism. You go in as if you don't really care about any of that, and it will shine through in your personality. People can tell on how you feel about yourself, how you feel about the situation at hand, how you feel about everything, just by how you react. Your personality has to come off as if you don't live in that reality. The reality that you live in is the one that you're going to create. So thank you for the donation, Sprinkle Sprinkle. So I don't consider those things, and I would never consider those things when doing anything. I'm going to create my own situation by how I react. I don't take outside things and put them in my reality. I push my reality to the outside. Okay. And that's what you have to do. If you push your reality to the outside, then you're creating your own world, your own reality. If you bring the reality that's being given to you and bring it inside yourself and then also project it, then that's what you want. But I feel that it's not necessary. And if you just react in the way that you want to react, it's probably best. I don't feel that way at all. I don't feel like people should react about things if they don't personally, have an agenda. Okay. Why bring it into the whole situation if it was never brought in? Right. So I would go on your own dates happily. What? Thank you, Nat. What about friends who only twerk and call me boring because I don't like twerking for strange men in front of people? And when you level up, you're going to have to separate yourself from certain people that you don't want to be associated with anymore. And that's just the harsh reality of leveling up. So for me, everybody has fun in their 20s, but their early 20s and stuff. But when you're out and about and you're trying to be leveled up and, attract someone that is about something, they're not going to be like, oh, look at her twerking over there. That's my future wife. They're not going to really be like that. But so you just have to keep that in your mind, how people are, how you're creating the perception of yourself. I'll say that. What perception are you creating? Are men only going to look at you as a twerker? Are men going to see you as a future wife? Are men going to see you as quality woman? Okay. So I really don't care what twerking friends would think. That's not what I want to be associated with. What if my personality comes off as I live on my own in my own world? Well, mine comes off like that a lot, but I invite people into my world. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I invite people into my world. And so they feel exclusive. Okay, so be inviting as well. Like if you're one of those people into your own world, you're like, I just want you to see through my eyes. Imagine this, paint a picture, talk in their ear, use a seductive voice. What you got, do what you got to do. Bring them into your world. A whole new world. That's what I do. Okay. Forget the outside world. That world don't matter. Create the world you want. That's how you got to do it. Most people don't realize this is the trick. Your personality should also create your mood, their mood, and with that mood, then you can set, the reality around you. Everything goes hand in hand. So you got to make sure you're doing everything carefully. Okay. That's why you can't just show up with no script, no pre-plan, nothing, really practiced. You can't do that. If you really want to be successful and get something you want out of this whole situation, you got to plan. Got to do that. Because if you can't do it naturally, then you're not going to be able to do it very successfully unless you rehearse and have scripts and know what you're doing. You come off as spacey too, well then be conscious of that and fill in that void. Okay. Not everybody you meet is going to be your spiritual conversationalist. Not everyone you meet is going to see how you see. So you have to give, you have to give the benefit of the doubt. You can't just make everyone, your best friend and reveal all your secrets to. You got to keep that part under wraps. They need to wonder about that for the longest. Don't bring up your spirituality on dates. Just seem as if they want to know more about it later, but they're not going to really explore that right now. Okay. Never really answer a question, push it back to explore later. That way you're more likely to see them again. How to interact with over-the-top personalities. Compliment them on it. If someone has an over-the-top personality, it's like, wow, your personality is very, astounding, or your personality is very vibrant or something like that. Compliment their personality. A lot of people are proud of their personality and want to be seen more than just money. So now I don't ever recommend complimenting a man on his looks, only maybe on his personalities, his intellect, and things like that, or humor. I can't write scripts for people because I don't know them individually. It's better for you to write your own scripts and be creative instead of depending on, someone else to do that for you. That way you can write more in the future. Okay. Just take some time alone, turn your phone off, get you a little notebook and figure yourself out. Okay. That's all you got to do. A lot of times you need to put yourself in the man's shoes and see how your personality would be to him. Okay. And you really have to put yourself in his shoes. You have all this money. You probably were working all day. Now you're sitting in front of a beautiful lady. Is she talking too much? Is she boring? What could she say to get my interest and make me want to see her again? Put yourself in the opposite position. That way you know how to tweak your personality based on who you're with. Okay. And a lot of times it's best, like I said, to go out alone. Don't drag people around with you because they might mess up your whole script, your whole game. And sometimes on purpose. What if people question your personality? They can question it all they want. That doesn't change it. Have an answer. You said show them my nails. I don't have nails on today. I just have my regular bare nails. So, yeah, I just have my bare nails today. What to do if you need surgery to level up? Most people don't need surgery to level up. You can level up to the highest of your ability and worry about that later. You know what I mean? I think most people focus more on things like so many outside things when their mental isn't even close to leveled up enough. I mean, you could have everything in place on your body and on your face, but if you say the wrong thing, if you give off the wrong, personality vibe, there's so many other women that, that are options. So work on your personality and look the best you can. Use what you got right now. If you're going to get the surgery, get it later, but work on that other thing first. Mm-hmm. So, mm-hmm. Do men fall in love with personalities? Can personalities overcome looks? If there are at a certain maturity level, yes. Most men who are, successful, if they're at a certain maturity level, yes. But most of the time, no. But sometimes, yes. Okay. Just try to look your best anyway. What kind of personality do mature men like? I'm young, kind of hard to relate to an older man. Well, they don't want to feel out of place or like they don't belong. So if there's an age gap, you need to find a middle ground, like not using slang words, not dressing too trendy, not listening to music that they don't know, trying to find a middle ground, you know. Um, Basically act like age is not an issue at all. Hmm. Um, how to seduce someone you live with, or is that a bad idea? What do you mean that you live with? They should be trying to seduce you. Girl, if they ain't on you, they don't want you. Hmm. All right. What does it mean when a guy that you used to like that is mean to you gets mad when you check out other guys? Means y'all are still playing childish games. Okay. I think men are naturally possessive by nature, so it doesn't matter. If they ain't spending, it don't matter. They can be mad all they want over there. Is it safe to say you love someone if they've already said that they love you and they're paying them bills, baby, and you don't work anymore? Otherwise, you're saying that all in vain. Make sure they love you more. Make sure they said it first. Make sure you're a living proof of their love. Because, don't use that word unless they've already used it and proved it to you. Right? I don't recommend. You're supposed to see an ex in a few weeks, but he's gone cold with a girl. Why are you going backwards? That should be your lesson. Don't go backwards. Unless he's trying to give you some money, don't go backwards, baby. No more exes. Make new exes, not old. Don't go back and remark an old ex. Does having a business put you in a masculine energy? Not really if you don't talk about it or tell anyone. Especially men. Like, you could tell your friends, it don't matter, but like, don't go around talking about it on dates, darling. Like, I would never. If I was single, I would never tell people I had my own business. I mean, men, I would never tell a man. I would tell them I was a part-time receptionist. Always. That way I'm free during the day. If I decide I want to go to lunch, I have lunch breaks as a part-time receptionist. I'm free most evenings and on the weekends. So, and I'm obviously around lots of professional men, if that's what I do for a living. So it puts me in a good position. And also, I don't make a lot of money, so they already know they paying for everything. Okay, so that's why I always say that. I don't care about looking successful in front of a man. I already am successful, so I don't really care. See, that's the mentality you need to have. You are already successful, so it doesn't matter. A lot of people say, well, I'm too embarrassed or I'm too ashamed. Well, that's your ego getting in the way of your money. Learn how to check it to get your money. Yes, I don't care about my career so much that I need to tell anybody. I just care about the money that it brings and the freedom that it brings. I don't really care about the exact thing. Because that's just something I would do anyway. You know what I'm saying? So if you like what you do for a living, then you don't really need to tell everybody. You know, be proud of yourself within. Your family's proud of you. You're proud of you. Not everyone needs to know. If you are truly fulfilled within with what you do, you don't need to go and try to seek validation for doing the things that you do for a career. Just keep that to yourself and get your money. My coworker says she feels guilty if she lived with a man and didn't pay bills. I walked off. Well, that's her mentality. That's her brainwashed mentality. You know, people feel guilty for doing things they've been brainwashed to feel guilty for. You can't help that. They have to unprogram themselves. Okay? And some real men feel guilty for staying at home all day and not doing anything because they're used to being a provider. You know, some men will feel guilty for doing stuff that they are programmed to do. It's like, oh, I got to go. I can't sit around. I don't even realize, I don't like days off because I'm not used to this. How long does it take to develop a personality? Not very long if you're very conscious of what you're doing. You know, it's just like an actor. An actor has a totally different personality than the role that they are playing sometimes. And how do they develop that personality? By rehearsing, by practicing, by being in character. So you would walk around in that character. It can be close to your real personality. It doesn't have to be opposite. But you need to walk around in that character until it becomes part of something that you can do naturally. Okay? Can you tell you are a part-time receptionist and also study at the university? No, because it seems like you're too busy to do anything. Okay? Like, to me, if you were a man, always put yourself in their shoes. If you met a woman and she said she was a part-time receptionist and she went to school, what is your first thought? Dang, she too busy. Okay. So I wouldn't tell people I was a student. I really wouldn't tell people I was a student because I want them to encourage me to go back to school so that they can pay my tuition to the school I'll never go to and just hand me that money. Okay. Um, don't already just be there. Allow them to elevate you, even if it's fake. Oh, you should be in school. I know, I can't afford it. Now what? Now you get more money. Okay. Stop trying to be more and allow them to push you to that level because that's what they want to do. They want to help you. They want to give. They want to push you to the next level. That's what men want to do. So if you are not already in school, they might suggest it. And if it's their suggestion, it's their idea. And if you can't afford it, well, they might give you the money. So yeah, be the lowest that you can be as far as being a part-time receptionist. Don't try to be extra. Allow them to suggest that you be extra and make them pay for it. Okay. Isn't busy good? Yeah, it's so good you won't even be able to see each other. You know, you'll be too busy seeing someone else because you're too busy doing your school and work. Okay. Thank you, Anyana Sprinkle Sprinkle. He said there are plenty of free courses for me. Say thank you, and then that's it. Say thank you, and that's it. Don't take it seriously. Just say, well, the place I would like to go is this, and they don't have too many free courses. Not in the degree program, anyway. You got to do your own research. Would you recommend living together before getting married? I'm afraid of bad habits. Then don't do the bad habits. Don't cook, don't clean, baby. And have him hire a maid or, have him clean up his own mess. Don't wash his clothes. Cook for yourself or eat out. If you ever are going to cook and like have a little dinner party, invite people over, and that's the only time you cook, don't be cooking every day for that dude. No wife duties. But you need to know if you're compatible and can live together because, some people, they can't live together. Some people are neat freaks. Some people are OCD. Some people are slobs. You need to know what you're getting into. Honestly. You get nervous showing men that I like them, so I'm dismissive to them, and it's self-sabotage. Then don't dismiss them. Leave it open to the imagination. Just smile. That's all you got to do. Or give eye contact. That's all you got to do. Thank you, Tyra. Your sugar daddy paid for your driving classes. You got your license. He's gonna pay your down payment to your car, and now you're taking swim lessons. Go ahead, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's great. Congrats. Let's see. If the course, well, you'll figure it out. Just be smart, okay? Do your research. Is it a good idea to not be hot and cold when it's still the beginning and he texts a lot? Still want to make him insecure. Don't want to make him insecure too fast. I'd rather intrigue a man than do hot and cold. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather intrigue someone than be hot and cold. Once you get that interest, once you get them intrigued, it doesn't matter. So you have to have a personality and you have to have a little bit of mystery to you because that's intriguing. Thank you, Simply. Sprinkle Sprinkle. I met someone else who gave me $1,500 to pay for my credit card bill. Thanks for sharing your wisdom. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Hot and cold is like, that's already once you got them. You know what I'm saying? That's already once you've intrigued them and hooked them to the point where you can use hot and cold because they care actually at this point. In the very beginning, they don't care enough. They just move on to the next one while you're being cold. Okay? My successful career is published online. It's clear I have money. What is the demands half paying for dates? What if he demands half paying for? Then I mean, even if you have money, you shouldn't be paying for dates if you're a woman. Okay, so that really doesn't matter, but it may make him feel like spending a lot of money on you is not worth it to him because you're not going to react the same. You see what I'm saying? It's not about the amount of money, it's the reaction. Like, you're not as impressed as another woman would be who could not afford certain things. So that's why usually successful women have to date men who are way more successful than them, to where their success is not even an issue. Okay. So either go all the way higher than yourself, or, hopefully they're not going to go and look for you professionally. You could tell them you do something else, or you can downplay your career. I wish I would have found your channel before I got married. Okay. Would you continue seeing a man with his own business you're dating if he says he'll loan you thousands for a car if he gives money when need? I don't do loans, baby. If you ain't gonna give it to me, I don't want it. I don't do loans. If you gonna give it to me, thank you. I don't take loans, baby. I can go get it somewhere else without doing any type of loan situation. So no loans. Loans is bad talk. Give you no loan. I'll give you a loan. No, loan is a bad word to me, babe. I don't. If you offer a loan, I'm gonna leave you alone. Yes, it means he don't like you enough to just give you the money, and that's a deal breaker right there. Bye. Okay, anyway. Yeah. Men have an ego about career and money. They feel like they're supposed to be the breadwinner, the one making all the money, the hot shot, the career person. And so when a woman surpasses them, they don't even want to talk about it. In fact, it's best to not talk about it if that's what's happened for you. I wouldn't even talk about it. Just forget about it. That should not even be part of your personality. When someone asks you, describe yourself, or, tell me a little bit about yourself, your career should not even come into it, period. When someone says, tell me a little bit about yourself, if you start to talk about your career, then you have no personality. You don't have a self-identity outside of your career. So you need to figure out what you're going to say and who you really are without a career. Okay? It's okay for the man to do that because he identifies by his career because he's the breadwinner. But for a woman, it's a little bit odd. What would you ask on a first date? I wouldn't ask anything. I would ask how his day was. So how was your day? He gonna tell me whatever he want me to know. Okay, I'm not gonna pry, because then that means I'm interviewing him, and he's more likely to lie in interviews. When you ask someone about their day, usually they're going to be more honest and they will fill in the blanks versus trying to impress you with questions that put pressure on them. So best to just ask about their day. Okay, it's less of an interview, and so they're less likely to make up some stuff. Thank you, Luna. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What's the significance of the white beanie? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know, baby. I don't know. It's probably the wrong channel that you're on. You need to watch and look at the names of the channel before you click. Thank you, girl. I'll sprinkle, sprinkle. Um. So can we get back to the title? Yes, we were talking about personality. Um. And the reason why I went off to career is because a lot of women associate their personality with their career, and that should not be done unless, you know, you want to talk about it, but I don't think that's a good idea. Why would a guy try to force you to get with him? I don't know. Green card, perhaps? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sounds good. However, a man won't pay after you hit the wall. Well, that's wonderful. Is that why, there's a lot of paid women who, in your opinion or men's opinion, have hit the wall? And I've already gone through that. It's just an excuse for when a man's wallet hits the wall. Okay. When your wallet hit the wall, that's what happens. You have to go date younger women who aren't about their lifestyle, but more about, less of a lifestyle. They're just getting into the game, just trying to have fun. They just want drinks and food. But when you get to someone who's about that lifestyle, your wallet hit the wall. Not them. Thank you, Mega Mama Sprinkle Sprinkle. Shira, I have a show idea for you. What if you interview former pygmies that you have helped reform? It will help other women level up. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Maybe I will. I'll wait for the idea. Y'all hit the like. Thank you, girl. So, is dark humor a bad trait? Masculine? Not if you're dating a mortician. Be careful with dark humor. People are sensitive. I have dark humor. Thank you, Rose. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I found you a few years ago. I leveled up inside and out, got the ring, house, bills paid, and access to his bank account using your tips. I do what I want and start a business. Thank you. Girl, go ahead, Rose. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, you did everything. You just said, you did a checklist. You said check, check, and check. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Would you say your last relationship you were engaged as if he asked why you were never engaged or married? And yeah, I would always say, oh yeah, I was engaged, but he moved out of the country. That means I didn't want to move. So we broke it off. No one's fault. Don't overdo the humor, ladies. This is after you're already in the relationship. Okay. Why are men always trying to take pictures so they can brag? Should I keep my old car or wait for a potential sugar daddy? Girl, wait. Let them upgrade you. Unless it's 3 different colors and smoking. Then go get you a new car. Okay, I'm getting my direct deposit from your sugar daddy this Friday. Okay, go ahead, Tyra. What do you feel about overconfidence? It depends on how you carry yourself. If you're overconfident and you can back it up, I think it's wonderful. If you're overly confident and you're overcompensating, that's a problem. Because people can tell. They can be like, well, why are they overly confident? Are they hiding something? Is it to cover up something? If you are confident and you can back it up, that's wonderful. But if not, people will be able to tell. Personality takes you a long way. Looks take you even further. Combine the two, ain't no stopping you. Okay, there goes my rhyme, my haiku. And that's my haiku. And it also helps you stand out from a crowd. It also helps you stay on that person's mind. It also helps you, eliminate newcomers because they just don't compare. Thank you, Rose. Hey, y'all, I come across the video that explain character versus personality. There's a difference. Understanding personalities are created for external character or habits and moral practice internally. Yes, exactly. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Sprinkle, Sprinkle Rose. So, when do you think it's right time to visit the home? Not anytime soon. Mm-hmm. After he's wined and dined you and you come to a point where you kind of trust him enough to go to someone's house and he's invested a lot of time and money into you, I think it's appropriate to invite someone over the house. But if you're over that house super quick, no. Doesn't seem right. If they have a nice house, it also could mean they're trying to impress you with their home instead of whining and dining you or spending money or investing in you. They think once you see this house, you're going to be all stupid over them. So try to push the house back. You know what I'm saying? And don't invite them over your house. Okay. Is acting impressed by his career? Good idea. Yeah, sure. I would not be so corny with what I say. Like, I think what you're saying is kind of corny. Like, I can't wait to see adventures you take us on. That's kind of corny. I would leave the word adventures out. I would say, well, I can't see what type of dates you're going to come up with. Adventure seems too corny. I would be turned off if I was a man. Just because, it's a little bit too corny and too orchestrated. Try to use language that you would probably really use. Don't overscript it. Okay, has to seem real. What to say when they ask about my longest relationship? If you're young, the best thing to say is 1.5 years because you're young. If you're old, I would say 3 years sounds decent. Okay. If you go over 3 years and you ain't married, something wrong. All right. Thank you, Lima Sprinkle Sprinkle. I keep my guard up because I'm not interested in most people. Now, most people think I'm boring. Should I keep my guard up or show my real fun side to everyone? No, you keep your guard up when you don't want to talk to someone. If you're out and about and people are looking at you, you have to look approachable, And if you're trying to freestyle in a place where you feel like you have to keep your guard up, you might be in the wrong place, So your guard can come up at any time during the conversation if necessary. But I would say keep it down until it needs to go up. How to change your personality after being known as a certain way? Just act different. People change. Just start acting different and don't go back to the old way. There you go. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so personality will take you far. It'll take you far in job interviews, relationships, friendships, whatever, social media. So, a lot of people want to do social media or YouTube, but their personality is not there. This is why a lot of people have problems getting subscribers because their personality ain't there. It ain't nowhere to be found. So that's also another thing that you can practice with to see if you're improving on your personality. Get social media. What are the best personality traits you love the most on people? People that don't take stuff seriously. That's one thing I love. When people don't wear their emotions on their sleeves. This is a good trait because people are not afraid to talk to you, approach you, and they don't take anything you say, too seriously. And they can laugh it off and be right back. That's the best personality. Resilience and not being taken too seriously. If you're taken too seriously, people are not going to be real with you or be as honest with you as someone who, is lighthearted, I would say. Okay. So that's a good personality trait. Don't be too rigid. Um, how to be more lighthearted? Don't be too rigid. Don't be too stuck in your ways. Have an open mind. Don't take stuff seriously. Don't take things personally. You're too good to take things personally. You're like, oh well, you ain't talking about me because I know I'm not that. Just have an attitude to where you're not looking for things to be upset about, but you're actually looking for things to delight you. Okay, or to make you laugh, or to give you a more positive attitude. Don't look for the opposite of that. Um, Men like peace. Men like things that are easy. They don't like confusion. So try not to be any of those things. Try not to be, upset a lot. Try not to have a strong opinion about something. Try not to be one way. Try not to be closed minded. Try not to be so serious. Throw all those things away. They don't work good in dating. Um, how to deal with insecure personalities. Um, assurance. You know, what eyeshadow are you wearing? It's pretty. Thank you. I'm just wearing my palette. My what's that? Cookies. I mean, no. Is it my cupcake palette? Which is was it cherries? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the name of it. I can't. I'm drawing a blank. Cherries, cream and cake palette on my Level Up Cosmetics. Thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm sorry, I'm going to always have my own opinion. I don't, yeah, but you don't have to tell everybody, baby. You can have your own opinion inside, yes, all day, every day. But you don't have to blast it to the world. You don't have to blast it to someone every time you meet them. Okay. Some things is best kept to yourself or with people that are closer to you. Not everyone needs to know your strong opinions. Okay. I mean, it can really backfire on you and get in your way because not everyone is going to agree on the same things, but that shouldn't keep you from dating or getting your money. Thank you, Inez. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A husband's very financial controller. Should I leave him or be single ASAP? Girl, call a lawyer and tell him about the financial abuse. Get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There's a thing called financial abuse, and you need to read up on it. Okay? Your husband will be able to fork over money quick, or you can threaten to call a lawyer. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We're the authorities for financial abuse. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't believe me? Go look it up. Or stop doing everything. Like go on strike, baby. If you cooking and cleaning and washing, stop. You ain't getting paid. Done. Let them come home to nothing. What? Somebody don't give me some money and I'm being financially abused? See what happened. Y'all too nice over here. What's for dinner? I don't know. Whatever you ate. Why is my clothes not washed? Because you forgot to wash them, obviously. Why is it the house clean? You ain't got no maid. Okay. You want them stuff? You want all those things done? You want that stuff done? Well, you got to pay for it. All right then. It's not free, baby. You want all that stuff done? This is how much it's gonna cost you per week. There go your spending money, okay? If y'all are working for free, that's y'all's fault. I'm sorry. You said sell the furniture. Sell his stuff, girl. Mm-hmm. Get you a Poshmark, put all his stuff on Poshmark. When he go to work, whatever sells, ship it out, okay? He's gonna be like, I can't find my shirt. Oops. What do you do if your family doesn't like your shine or personality? Don't care. Gonna shine even brighter. What do they have to do with me? I don't care. Tell them to get on your level. I don't know. Tell them don't hate. I mean, what can you do? Y'all worry too much about other people. And, and they need to be worrying about how to get on your level. That's how I think. Women need to be paid millions for the bare minimum, period. That's right. There's no way I would ever be financially abused because I wouldn't even be doing anything. And I would find a way to get money. Okay. Y'all need to be smart and stop doing the most for the least. If you are doing the most for the least, it's your fault. Don't blame anybody but yourself. Look in the mirror, take full responsibility for whatever you're doing to cause someone to not see your value. Okay. This is what most women don't realize. If you gonna cook, clean, scrub floors, and sleep with somebody that don't give you a dime besides paying the bills, that's your fault. Okay. So rethink everything. Know your power and know your value. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Do I just go on live to get pocket money? No, I go on lives to get y'all pocket money so y'all can have money, baby. That's why I do lives. So y'all can get money. I'm going to get money, period. But I think more women have profited off my lives than I have. Honestly. So if we spoil our queen, you mind your business. That's right. Shoot. Don't worry about what they do. Don't worry about my pockets. And all this just goes into my account. It's not pocket money. I have pocket money everywhere. Thank you. What do you think about straight men getting fillers? If they look, I don't know. I think if they feel like they need to get it, then great. I mean, I don't have anything against people doing what they want to do. Too many pockets. What if they get mad, sad because they paid the bills and say you don't appreciate them and only want them for money? Remind them that the role of a husband or provider man is to provide and protect. And if they didn't pay bills, then there would be, you could be with pretty much anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's their job. That's how they take you off the market. That's why you don't have to go to another man and say, hey, I need some money to pay my bills, because they're doing it for you. That's why you're not tempted by every man that comes to your face and offers you more than what he's offering you. That's what's keeping you coming home on a daily basis to him. Not his good looks, not his personality, but the fact that he can provide for you and that you don't need anything or want for anything. Okay. They need to remember this. Okay. They shouldn't make you feel less than for them paying to keep you from getting money from other men. Okay. If they took marriage vows with you, go over them vows. Okay. You're awkward around men, you can't seem to let down your guard, then hang around men all day and all night until they are no longer an issue for you. Okay. Go hang around men on a daily basis until you're comfortable. That's my best advice, you know. Oh, hey, Marcus, you got a confession? Oh, okay. Go ahead and confess, whatever it is. Sure, I found you here, and I'm grateful for the info dealing with people, but subs here really need info from other page as a path to freedom. Huh? From my other page, yeah. Well, you know, people got to realize that if you take full responsibility for everything that you do, then you can fix it. You know, instead of looking outside and pointing at everyone else as the problem, they're never going to solve that for you. So you got to see yourself as the problem so you can fix it and never have to face that problem again. You know, like, for example, if a woman says men don't respect me and they always, you know, lie and cheat on me and treat me bad and abuse me. No, this is because it's your fault. Take full responsibility for that and it won't happen again. Why do they do that to you? Are you too nice? Then stop being nice. Do you let them get away with too much? Then don't let them get away with anything. Do you allow them to talk to you any type of way? Well, then stop them the very first time and let it be known that's not going to happen no more. Period. So it's your fault. Take full responsibility for yourself so you don't have to keep repeating the lesson until you learn it. That's why I say always take all the responsibility. I don't care if you want to blame them or not. Just take the responsibility and watch how fast your life improves. Thank you, LH. Hi, whatever. Now, where did you get your glass cup from? My glass cup, girl, that's a mason jar. And then you can buy these tops online. Like, you buy these. I have a link below to where I have like all my cute mugs and stuff like that on my Amazon affiliate link. And there's different sections where I have like cups, clothes, Just look under like cute mugs and cups on my Amazon affiliate link in the description bar, and I'll have these lids. And this is just a mason jar. You can get, you know, from any jarred pasta or jarred salsa or whatever. Or you can buy mason jars at the store. It's just I bought the lid. Thank you. You say you think many people are going through depression. That's because they are accepting the reality that someone else has gave them. Y'all have to realize that you create your own reality. People have accepted the reality that someone else has given them. That's why they are depressed, because they weren't depressed before that reality was given to them. Okay. For me, I don't accept other people's reality. I could work it into my own, but I don't accept theirs fully. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, if you're sad because of the shutdown or the pandemic or whatever. Just see it as time to improve yourself. Don't see it as a shutdown. Say, well, shoot, when this stuff finish, I'm gonna be all of that. Okay. I have time to get myself together even more. This is a challenge for me. Let's see if I can pull in a pandemic. If you can pull in a pandemic, you know you bad. Okay. Don't look at it like that. See it as a challenge instead of something that's depressing. I look at everything as a challenge to make me better. If it wasn't for the pandemic, you wouldn't be who you are today. And I know you're probably better than you were last year. You should be, if not. Okay? And if you're worried about dying, think about this. In the beginning of the pandemic, people were literally walking around in hazmat suits. Now they're walking around in thin cloths over their face. Okay? Just let that sink in. And lighten up and start looking for the positive in life and not the negative. Make your own reality, girl. Okay? What if you always questioning your man? What? And arguing with him? It means you don't trust him and you're trying to control him, baby. That's what it means. You are depressed because of regret. You're a guy, by the way. Regret for what? You can't rewind time, so why even bother sitting there being depressed or something you can't change? That's weird. You know, that's like me being depressed because of something I cannot change. It's a waste of my time. Okay? Nothing you can do about it. Move on. Learn the lesson and move. Don't repeat. Okay? I think people like to stay in their depressed mode instead of moving forward because they don't want to do what's necessary in order to learn that lesson and not repeat it. They don't want to take responsibility for it either. And understand that it's not something that they regret, but it's just something that they learned. It's learning. It's like when you learn to ride a bike and you fall off and skin your knee. You don't sit there on the ground regretting that you fell. You get back up and get back on and try it again. This time you balance better so you don't fall. And if you fall again, you get back up faster until you stop falling. Okay. If you're going to sit there and cry over something that you cannot change instead of growing from it, that's still your fault. Okay. So take full responsibility for yourself, get up, dust yourself off, and keep going. I mean, I don't have a lot of sympathy here because I think people live too much in sympathy and regret and stuff that does not move them forward. And that's not what my channel is about. It's about leveling up, not leveling down. Okay? So either choose to move forward or stay where you at. Do you think that a guy would reject a girl all because of their body type? You are very skinny. Some men like very skinny women, okay? Try to find the ones that like skinny women. Some men will only date skinny women. I wish I was skinny. Okay? If I was skinny, shoot, y'all couldn't tell me nothing. I'd be walking around looking like a cute stick figure. Y'all, nothing. Okay? Y'all still can't tell me nothing now, but I'm saying if I was skinny, I'd make the best of my skinniness. Shoot. Make the best of your skinniness, okay? I don't care if men love this or that. I'm going to make them love skinny because it's me. If I'm skinny, I'm going to make you love skinny. If I'm curvy, I'm going to make you love curvy. If I'm in between, I'm going to make you love whatever I am at the time. That's what you're going to do. Okay? So work with what you got. So own your skinny, girl. I would own my skinny. I'd be wearing stuff no one else can wear. Like, look, I bet y'all can't wear this. Bet y'all can't wear this potato sack and look like a supermodel. I could wear anything. I could wear anything. If you're skinny, you can wear anything. All right. And you can eat anything. So now I'm double jealous. All right. How to have a fun personality. Love your look. Thank you, Sprinkle. Have fun already. Be able to naturally have fun, and your personality will reflect that. You know, lighten up. Don't take things seriously. Have fun all the time, and you will have that type of personality. You got to work on yourself. Okay. Stop taking every single thing so seriously in life. Stop taking offense to every single thing. Start having fun in life, and that will reflect in your personality. And if you do take offense in something, learn how to react to it in a way that's more, fitting to your personality than, that's going to turn someone off. Because we're human. Britt says she went vegan a month ago and lost 15 pounds. Hair is longer than ever, glowing skin. Everything is banging now. Come out of this pandemic with a wallet and a husband. Go, okay. You coming out with a husband and a wallet? Oh, I know you will. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ladies, serious question. How to prevent and fix hair loss? By eating the correct diet and getting the correct supplements. Yes. Minerals, vitamins, and diet are very important. When I went vegan, my hair fell out. That's because you didn't get enough nutrients. See, when people, and I don't want to talk about diet, but people do stuff wrong. They don't do it the correct way. So that's why things happen. You gotta do your research. I think about stuff and it be showing up. I feel magic. How to zero in on this ability. Well, whatever your vibration is what you're attracting. That's how it works. As a dude that randomly clicked on this, I can say just don't be basic. Okay, you have no gun game. Right, don't be basic. I agree. Basic is boring. Like, you could replace that person with another basic chick and it wouldn't matter. So, you said, what's basic to you? Predictable. I'll say predictable is basic. If they can pretty much predict what you're going to say, what you're going to do, how you're going to act when certain things are presented, you're basic. How did you build your mental toughness to get to the no nonsense mindset you have today? How did you let go of others' thoughts and opinions? Well, I let go when I knew they weren't paying no bills, baby. If it don't equal money, it doesn't earn time in my mind. Thank you, my empty nest quest. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your tough love has helped me get through a breakup and realize I am more than that relationship. Yes, you are. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You are more than that. And you'll get more than what you've probably got in that relationship now that you realize that. Yep. If it's not paying bills, it doesn't need to spend time in your head. It ain't a priority if it's not beneficial to you. How about that? If it's not beneficial to you, why is it a priority? And that's how I developed it. If it ain't bringing me nothing in, then I don't need to be giving it attention. If that's how you need to address all things, no matter what. If it's not bringing you anything positive, then why are you wasting your time? Mm-hmm. Is it okay to play up a Disney princess type personality? Of course, I won't overdo it. I won't threaten his ego. And princessly part makes sure he knows it depends on his personality, because some men may find that annoying. It just depends on his personality. If he's a basic type of man that you think that's going to work on, great. But if he's very smart and he looks like, this is not the type of woman that he will actually be with, then I would not really pull off that. If he's more mature than you are, if he's older than you are, it might make you look younger and embarrass him in public, So I would just assess from his personality and his age. Thank you, Tyra. Your sugar daddy made it rain in your bank account today. Here's a little shower for you. Thanks for your help and advice. Thank you, Tyra, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. He made it rain in your bank account. I like that. Thank you, girl. I think men just want to impress women. That's all I really think. Like, when it comes down to it, they really don't want women to compete with them or overly challenge them. They just want to actually impress you, get you to laugh at their jokes, to like them. And also, if they can, if they got money and stuff, they want to give to prove that they can, be a good husband or long-term boyfriend. Men that are providers, that's what really all they want to do. If you make it easier for them to do this, they're more likely to keep you around. If you make this too hard for them, they're going to go find someone who makes it easier. Okay? They're going to be more attracted to the woman that makes it easier. And, femininity has a lot to do with it. By understanding gender roles and allowing them to be a man. And I talked about this yesterday. A lot of women have the personality type of a mother. You don't want that. You don't want to be someone's mother. So if that's your personality, if you're over concerned, over caring, always trying to give advice, you need to fix that. Okay? Especially with a man. You can do that with other people all day, every day. But when you're out with a man, that does not need to be your personality. Okay? Because then you become, someone that they have to feel less than. And that's not helping you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want to act like someone's mother, especially offering them advice they didn't ask for. Watch out for providers that turn out to lack empathy and treat you like a statue, and you are left with nothing in the end. Girl, you should never be left with nothing in the end, baby. If you're smart, you're going to have something. Why wouldn't you have something if someone gave you something? If you're smart, you will have it at the end. Mm-hmm. Should I tell the guy that I put him on do not disturb? What What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Old school feminist, not new age fem. That's the best kind. Well, whatever y'all call me, as long as it works for you and it benefits you. So, how do you learn how to trade in the stock market? There's thousands of videos on YouTube with tutorials. Hi, Shira girl. I took a walk with my son yesterday and met a potential. He already offered to pay my rent and take me shopping. Well, I hope you follow up on that offer very soon instead of later. Congrats. Any way to spice up your personality? You've attracted celebrities like, dang. Don't be basic, basically. Don't be too rigid. Don't take things too personally. Don't take things too seriously. Don't be too opinionated one way or the other. Have a sense of humor, but don't be a comedian. Those are good tips. I met celebrities in my day, and they always found my personality very interesting. I told my ex now I really feel, and he texts back, damn, I feel that. Is that a diss? Huh? I really wouldn't be communicating with my ex unless he's trying to give me some money. That's all I know. Because that means you still thinking about him. And he was, going on about his life. And you still over here stuck. That's what that means. It also means that he felt that, which means it did, it made him feel like, you're upset. But at the end of the day, he wasn't thinking about it until you text him. You know what I mean? Oh, he's moved on and you're still there. He probably feels more sorry for you than anything. Okay. Move on, girls. Life too short. I need to remember to be nice, nasty. Some people aren't working with everything God gifted most of us with. That's true, like a brain. Is a big personality masculine? If it's bigger than his, yes. Yes, it is. Tone it down. Tone it down. Or find someone with a bigger personality. So, women, you just have to really sit and think. You be more cerebral about your responses and your reactions. Okay? Be more cerebral about how you react and how you respond to things. Replay situations in your mind, replay things that people have told you and what you could have said. This will prepare you for the next time. Okay? You need to take time for yourself. That's why people need to spend time alone so they can go through things in their mind in order to develop that sense of, mentality. It's hard to be a feminist and feminine at the same time. Any advice? To be feminine is to use what you have to get what you want in this world. The best way to get whatever you want is to use your feminine energy. You can't compete with a man. You can only use what you have to get what you want out of the situation and get over on a man. There's a difference. A man will respond to you more if you are feminine rather than masculine and his competition. So just think about it. Like a lot of women do this in the workplace. They try to compete in the corporate world on the same level as a man instead of competing as a woman and bypassing all those obstacles by using their feminine energy. Okay, so try that instead. I remember there was this episode. Y'all remember that show, not Sister Sister, Half and Half, where the half sisters met and they lived in the same apartment building? I think that was the name of it. And she was a sports agent, and her boss was like, "Well, you got to get this. I guess as a football player or somebody to sign with us." And she was too busy trying to compete as a man or just like other men. But she had to put on her cute outfit, put on her little makeup, and go, talk with his wife, go to the spa, get on his wife's side, get his wife to get in his head and say, "Oh, we're gonna, sign with her because da da da." So she went through the feminine side to get her deal instead of doing things the masculine way. So it's kind of like you're still competing, but not as a man, but as a feminine woman. And you're going to succeed because they're not able to get on that side of things, but you are. You see? So you approach it from a different angle. Okay. A lot of people think what I teach is old fashioned and not, empowering, but it is, because you can always start your own business, especially if you don't have to work for someone else. If you are a stay-at-home mother, you have all the time in the world to start a business at home, online, do whatever you want. You have every opportunity to do all those things, plus get his money. Okay? So it's not about what you can and can't do. It's about what you want to do. A true feminist does what they want, not what they're allowed to do. Okay? I do what I want. There you go. That's a real feminist, one who can do whatever they want when they want, with her money and his money. Okay? Your script is fire. Good for you. Mm-hmm. I was doing that virtual school. I am a stay-at-home mom. I was doing that virtual school thing, but those kids couldn't learn like that. They went right back to school. Both my kids in school again. I'm so happy. I'm free. When you get your free time, use it for yourself, baby. Don't be trying to give it away. If you want to homeschool, that's fine. Get paid. Homeschool some other kids while you're at it and get paid. You already gonna be homeschooling, you might as well homeschool some other kids and get paid. If you're whatever you're doing, you ain't getting paid, that time is your time to do it, whatever you choose. Mm-hmm. You said Lord protect our kids from them germs. They already protected, baby. With a thin cloth mask, this ain't the beginning of 2020. People aren't walking around with hazmat suits on anymore. The thin cloth mask is just enough for now, even though it's the same exact germ. They're good, baby. Don't worry. Anyway, thank y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I think this doesn't need to be any longer. Work on that personality, work on your mentality. Yes, keep your looks leveled up as well, but remember, it's what's going to keep you standing out and remembered. And especially if the guy tries to move on from you, or if they're dating other women, it will definitely make him compare you to other women. And that's what you want. That's exactly what you want. You want to be unforgettable. You want to be compared to other women. They have to compare to you. And you want to stand out. Okay? So work on that personality, fix it, be honest with yourself, and you should be able to get that bag quick. Thank y'all for everybody who donated. Y'all hit the like button. Thank you, Stephanie. Thanks for all your advice. You're welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that like button. Hit it. Yeah, I need to see the equal number of likes as people that were in here. Okay, hit the like when you leave or before you leave. Thank you. Any advice for young women in STEM? Do you continue to rest in your feminine or find a balance in your no competition with men? I don't use my career, like I wouldn't use my career or my education in any form or fashion in order to attract a man. Okay? Because it has nothing to do with that. I mean, if they like you, they're going to like you no matter what you're doing. Especially if you don't tell them what you're doing. And let them like you for you, not for what you do. Or they may like you less when they find out. So don't risk that. Okay? Just who cares? You know, if that's what you like to do, that's your stuff. That's your stuff. That has nothing to do with them. So you enjoy doing that. All right. My mom tells me wait to find a man because I already have kids and a man will come. I've been single for 2 years since my divorce. I'm scared another year will go by. Well, then level up and get yourself out there. Where are you looking for him? Where are you hanging out at? Where are you freestyling? You know, this is a whole new era. You need to be seen and heard. Okay. How can I get back at my Snap ex? He got a new girlfriend today. Get a better boyfriend tomorrow. Okay, get somebody with way more money, girl. Should you stop hooking up with the guy I like because we're going into business together, girl? Is he giving you money? Because it's a lot. That sounds like a whole mess to me. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know who. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. See, if this were me, he would be giving me money to start my own business, and it would not be a loan. It would just be a gift. Here you go. Especially if you sleeping with him, he need to be giving you your own money to open your own business. Period. He need to be paying your bills. If you sleeping with somebody, y'all don't need to be doing anything together. He need to be giving you whatever. Y'all too nice to these men. No. Tell him to give you money just to open your own business. And he is not an investor, nor is he giving you a loan. He is giving you a gift and he is doing his own thing somewhere else. Period. So know y'all's value. Come on, y'all got to know y'all value. How to level up with other women who criticize you based on your looks being single. Don't level up with other women. Level up by yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you have too many kids and you can't afford a babysitter, and your kids are all young, then you need to figure out what you're going to do. Maybe you need to date during the daytime, find daycare, stuff like that. Work your schedule out. Find someone who will babysit for free or cheap. Okay. What's it mean when your man body shames you? It means exactly that. He just body shames you. I mean, he don't like what you look like no more. Period. There you go. Listen to what they're telling you. That's what it means. It means exactly what he said. I don't like what you look like no more. Now, what you choose to do with that information is pretty much up to you. How to stop missing him? Get with somebody else, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He says that when he's drunk. Well, then tell him what you really think when you drunk, even when you sober. Tell him his paycheck. His paycheck shame him then, okay? Salary shame him. And say, when you still can't afford this body type, how you gonna shame and you can't even afford it? Okay. You calling me what? You calling me fat? You calling me this? Well, you can't even afford this fat body type because your paycheck is a shame. Like, how to deal with ugly men having money when you love beauty. Try to go pay bills with beauty and see what happens. Try to go shop with it. Try to pass the tollway with it. Try to pay taxes with it and see what happens. Go get you a beautiful man and see what he will do for you. That's how you solve that problem. How do you get a man to buy you stuff when you go to the store? Leave your purse. Leave your wallet. Look at him when you get to the register. Smile. Tell him thank you before you even get to the register. Thank you so much for taking me shopping. Lay your stuff down. What to do when you can't get over your ex? Think about the last job you had before you got a job somewhere else. Go back there and sit in the parking lot and think about how you got over that job. Did you get another? Did you get another one? That's what you did? Okay, well then go get another one. You should be more focused on getting another man than worried about getting over the last man. He over you, so it's time to go get another one. Put that effort, energy, time, and worrying into yourself and level up. Okay? That's what you do. You over him already. You just gave too much and you feel like he owes you something. Nope. This is the lesson that he gave you is what he owed you. The lesson not to overgive in relationships anymore and to put all the value upon yourself and you be the prize. You ain't over him because you're expecting something more because you gave way more than he gave to you. And I always say this when people tell me this or ask me this question: you gave too much. That's why you can't get over it. Okay. It's the same thing as if you overpaid for something and lost it. You would be very upset. Right. Instead, unless you got it on sale. If you got something on sale or you got it free, you won't care if you lost it. But when you overpay for something, when you overgive to someone and you lose it, you mad because you got a bad deal. Okay. You got a bad deal. So figure out how to never get a bad deal again by valuing yourself and receiving more than you give in your next relationship. Okay. Don't be that person that's sitting out there that can't get over their ex because it's their fault that they gave too much in the relationship. How to not act like disgusted when you sleep with the ugly man. I guess you're going to have to get drunk. I don't know, girl. Get you some wine, get you some tequila. Do what you got to do. I don't know. Turn off the lights, girl. I don't know. Wear a blindfold. He'll think you kinky. Thank you, Inaya Sprinkle Sprinkle. He said only prostitutes ask for so much. Well, tell them, you know what I would say? I would say, well, I'm sorry, I'm not a prostitute. I just have very high standards. If you can't afford me, then date someone in your own league, darling. I don't do broke. Bye. Girl, tell them I don't deal with broke men. Sorry, I gotta go. You can't even afford a prostitute. Tell them that. You cannot even afford a prostitute, let alone a woman with high standards. So I'm just going to leave you to yourself. Adios. Oh, here's some lotion and there's some Kleenex. Have a good day. I don't care. Like, shoot. I don't take that as an insult. I just take it as their financial situation. When a man tries to insult you by calling you a prostitute or you're just like a prostitute, all they did was tell you their financial situation. That's how you have to view things. You just told me your financial situation. You can't afford a woman. That's all you've told me. You did not insult me one bit. All you have done is reveal your financial hardship. And you're upset and you're taking it out on me. So don't take things personally. Look at them for what they're really trying to tell you. Read between the lines, baby. That's another way you can not get mad at people and not overreact and be over emotional by understanding what they're really trying to tell you. How to attract men when you're introverted and aloof. Work on not being introverted. Practice on other people just by talking to them. Everywhere you go, talk to people until you're no longer such an introvert. You don't have to be an extrovert, but you need to be somewhere in between. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You said, me says Shira is a low-key genius and don't get enough credit. I know. That's all right, though. It's okay. I don't need the credit. Just I know I'm a genius. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. You too can become a genius if you listen very carefully at what people are telling you and not reacting to it. You too can be a genius if you listen and actually try to really understand what people are telling you instead of reacting to it. You too can be a genius. Okay? Just take a moment. Okay, why would this man call me a prostitute? Or why would this man say that I'm like a prostitute? What does a prostitute do? They charge for sex. If he thinks I'm even offering sex, he's weird because I'm not. If he thinks that I'm like a prostitute, it must mean that he wants sex from me, but he wants it for free. Then that would make me even worse than a prostitute. So what he's really saying is he wants something for free and he can't even afford a prostitute. Okay, so he's telling me he's broke. Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know your financial situation. Obviously, you can't afford me or a prostitute, so good luck in life. Instead of reacting harshly, sit there and think for a second, why would he be telling me all of these things? What is he really saying? And you're done. There's no reaction. You've not been insulted. You've not been insulted at all. In fact, he just humbled himself and told you he was broke. That's how you need to look. And you won't even be mad. You'll be like, I ain't even mad at you. Okay, thanks for letting me know you're broke. Bye. Most people will react and be horrified and feel guilty or feel bad and be manipulated, but no. You need to understand what they're really telling you. That's it. Okay. Men think I'm crazy just by looking at me, I think. Oops. If a man isn't a provider, he's looking to have you for free and you have to help him pay his bill. Girl, you don't be free. Read between the lines, right? Which one? Looking like a peasant but having nice body, or act like a girl who come for money also with nice body? Well, I really would do something in between. Do something in between. That way you have room to grow, or he has room to upgrade you. A man is no match for a woman who is in control of her emotions and who sits and thinks instead of reacts. Just understand that. You will always win. You will always be able to get your way. Or you will not waste too much time and you'll be able to move on quickly to the next person and get your way there. Okay? So just remember that. Most people don't develop themselves enough in order to create the life that they want. So that's why they always say in spirituality, you need to know thyself. You need to be balanced. Most people don't even know what that means. Balance means you don't need to be in control. No, balance means you need to be in control of yourself and not allow anybody else to control you. And don't be so far this way or so far that way, but be able to work the whole spectrum. right? You're balanced. You can work the entire spectrum of men. You can be like, I know what this one's about. I know what that one's about. I know how to do this one. I know how to get out of this one. You have to be balanced. You cannot be so one-sided. You also have to know yourself and work with what you have and be honest with yourself and know how to choose targets. You also have to read between lines and understand what people are really trying to tell you so that you take that information and use it for your benefit. Okay? That's all you got to do. Stop being so emotional. Stop being so irrational. Stop taking things so personally. Stop reacting and start observing and listening, and you will be good. I promise you. Okay? I'll see y'all later. Bye.